Have you ever been told your labs are normal, but you can barely get through the day? As a registered nurse living with Hashimoto's and chronic fatigue, I've learned that what reduces inflammation in real life doesn't always match what looks good on paper. Because normal labs don't mean you feel good. In this video, I'm sharing the 7 foods I eat every week that consistently help lower inflammation, especially when your tests say you're fine, but your body tells a different story. And here's the thing, I didn't learn these from a textbook. I learned them from 20 years of living inside this disease, trying everything, and finally finding what actually works. So stay with me because number 4 on this list completely changed how I managed my flares. And most people have never even thought of it this way. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Julie, a registered nurse, and I've been living with Hashimoto's, thyroiditis, and chronic fatigue syndrome for over 20 years. I've spent 2 decades digging into holistic, integrative, and functional medicine approaches, following the research of many functional medicine practitioners, and applied everything I've learned to my own body. What I've found is this. When we talk about inflammation, we're not just talking about joint pain or a sore throat. For those of us with autoimmune disease, chronic inflammation is the root of our fatigue, our brain fog, our weight struggles, our flares, all of it. And food is medicine, or it's fuel for the fire. There's no neutral. So let's talk about the 7 foods that consistently cool that fire for me every single week. Food number 1, wild caught fatty fish, salmon, sardines, or mackerel. Let's start with something that might seem obvious, but the reason it works might surprise you. Wild caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are loaded with omega 3 fatty acids, but specifically EPA, DHA, and here's why this matters for Hashimoto specifically. These omega 3s directly compete with the omega 6 fatty acids that trigger inflammatory pathways in your body. These omega 3 fatty acids are what your body desperately needs. Most of us are drowning in omega 6s from processed foods and virtually starving for omega 3s. That imbalance alone can keep your immune system in a constant state of attack. I eat wild salmon or sardines at least twice a week, and I noticed within about 3 weeks of being consistent, my joint stiffness in the mornings started to ease. That's not a coincidence. That's biochemistry. And coming up, the pantry staple in food number 3 that most people don't realize feeds their inflammation every single day. Food number 2, leafy greens, spinach, arugula, and Swiss chard. I know, leafy greens, you've heard it before, but I want to give you the autoimmune angle that most people skip right over. Dark leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and Swiss chard are rich in magnesium. And magnesium is one of the most critical minerals for people with Hashimoto's. Why? Because magnesium supports thyroid hormone conversion. Your body has to convert inactive T4 into active T3. Without adequate magnesium, that conversion stalls and you feel exhausted, even on thyroid medication. These greens are also rich in antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that drive cellular inflammation. Think of antioxidants as tiny firefighters. The greens are their fire station. I add a big handful to a morning smoothie, or I saute them in olive oil or avocado oil with garlic. It's simple, non negotiable for me. Food number 3, extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed and unrefined only. Okay, I promised you the pantry staple that might be fueling your inflammation. Here it is. If you're still cooking with vegetable oil, canola oil, or corn oil, those highly refined seed oils are quietly stoking your immune system's fire every single day. They are extremely high in omega 6 fatty acids and they oxidize easily when heated, creating inflammatory compounds in your body. The swap? Extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, cold pressed, unrefined, and packed with oleocanthal, a compound that works similarly to ibuprofen in terms of reducing inflammatory enzymes. I use it on everything. I drizzle it on salads, roasted vegetables, even add it to soups after cooking them. Just don't cook it on extremely high heat. Keep it at medium to preserve those beneficial compounds. This brings us to food number 4, the one I mentioned at the start. This one swap alone can meaningfully shift your inflammation load. And that brings us to food number 4, the one I mentioned at the start that changed how I manage my flares. Food number 4 is bone broth. Here it is, the one that changed everything for me, bone broth. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Isn't that just soup? No, it's not. This is targeted gut medicine. And here's why that matters enormously for autoimmune disease. Up to 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And one of the core drivers of autoimmune flares is what's called intestinal permeability or leaky gut. It's when the gut lining is compromised, proteins and bacteria slip into your bloodstream, and your immune system goes haywire trying to attack them. Does this sound familiar? Bone broth is rich in collagen, gelatin, and glutamine, compounds that literally help repair and seal the gut lining. Gut healing is foundational to calming autoimmune activity. I have a cup of bone broth every morning instead of coffee and right after getting up. Some days I sip it in the afternoon. It's become a total ritual, and I notice a real difference in my digestive comfort and my energy on the weeks that I'm consistent with it. And speaking of your gut, food number 5 is what I call a natural probiotic powerhouse. Food number 5 is fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, and coconut yogurt. Your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract, is in constant conversation with your immune system. When that microbiome is diverse and balanced, your immune system gets clearer signals. When it's disrupted, inflammation rises. Fermented foods are nature's probiotics. Sauerkraut, kimchi, and unsweetened coconut yogurt deliver live, beneficial bacteria directly to your gut. They also help crowd out the bacteria and yeast that trigger inflammatory responses like candida overgrowth, which is extremely common in people with Hashimoto's. One important note, if you're just starting fermented foods and you have a sensitive gut, start small. A tablespoon of sauerkraut a day is more than enough. Build slowly, your gut will thank you, but it needs to adjust. Add kimchi to eggs. I do that. Sauerkraut to salads, and coconut yogurt with berries as an afternoon snack is wonderful. These aren't health food store gimmicks. They're ancient foods humans have been eating for thousands of years. Our guts evolved with them. Food number 6, turmeric with black pepper, always. Most people who use turmeric aren't getting the full benefit, and it comes down to one simple thing they're missing. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most well-studied natural anti-inflammatory compounds in existence. Research has shown it can inhibit the same inflammatory pathways many NSAIDs like ibuprofen without the side effects. For Hashimoto's, it's been shown to help modulate immune system activity, essentially helping quiet that overactive autoimmune response. But here's the catch. Curcumin on its own has very poor bioavailability. Your body barely absorbs it. The key? Black pepper. Piperine, the active compound in black pepper, increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That number is not a typo. I put turmeric on everything: golden milk, soups, roasted vegetables, even scrambled eggs. Always with black pepper. Always with a fat like olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil, because curcumin is fat soluble, which also helps absorption. This spice is not optional in my kitchen. It is a daily non negotiable. And our final food, number 7, is one I call the ultimate autoimmune berry. Food number 7, wild blueberries, the antioxidant crown jewel. Not just any blueberries, though, wild blueberries. And the distinction matters more than you would think. Wild blueberries are smaller and more densely packed with anthocyanins, the dark purple pigments that are among the most powerful antioxidants found in any food. Compared to cultivated blueberries, wild blueberries have roughly double the antioxidant capacity. Double. For those of us with autoimmune conditions, oxidative stress is a constant companion. It drives inflammation, accelerates cellular damage, and exhausts your body's natural repair systems. Anthocyanins and the polyphenols in wild blueberries directly counter that oxidative stress and have been shown to help inflammatory gene expression. They're also great for brain health, which matters because brain fog is one of the most debilitating symptoms of Hashimoto's and chronic fatigue, as you all know. These berries have been shown to support cognitive function and reduce neuroinflammation. I buy frozen wild blueberries. They're picked at the peak of ripeness and flash frozen, so they retain their nutrients. I add them to smoothies, or I just eat them by the handful as a snack. So let's do a quick recap of the 7 foods I eat every week to reduce inflammation. Number 1, wild-caught fatty fish for omega-3s that cool the immune fire. Number 2, leafy greens for magnesium and thyroid hormone support. Number 3, extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Swap out those inflammatory seed oils. Number 4 is bone broth to heal the gut lining and calm immune system. Number 5, fermented foods to rebuild your gut microbiome. Number 6, turmeric with black pepper to quiet inflammatory pathways naturally. And number 7, wild blueberries to combat oxidative stress and brain fog. These aren't magic. They're consistent, intentional choices that add up over weeks and months. And when you've lived in this body as long as I have, you learn to respect the power of those consistent choices. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more women who need this information. And please subscribe because I post new videos every week on holistic approaches to Hashimoto's, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune health. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these 7 foods are you already eating? And which one are you going to try first? If you know someone quietly pushing through autoimmune issues, please share this video with her. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is help someone feel seen. Your body isn't failing you. It's asking for safety. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to go deeper, I've put together a free autoimmune energy workbook. It includes a symptom tracker, a root cause lab checklist, and a 7-day starter reset plan. The link is in the description below. Take care of yourself because you deserve to feel well. And remember, we're all in this together.